6-step neck mobility screen, okay? So we do this because having adequate neck mobility is required to get into proper position for specific movements, to achieve baseline scores to measure progress gains, to collect info to better customize exercise and stretch prescription. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. It's done without a warm-up. You cool with that? Perfect. It's going to be scored out of 8. You might get 8 out of 8. Like, we don't know. We're just going to see what happens, right? So everybody gets scored out of 8, and then you'll retest it in future to see how much things change. Now, the first test is neck rotation. Now, for this one, what I'll do is this. I kind of find the middle of his shoulder. I go like this, and then I find the middle of his shoulder, and then I say, okay, keep your head level like an owl, and just rotate your face towards me. Okay, and then I tip my hand in, and it's about 2 finger widths away. All right. Now I know he's got a straighter neck, so let me get you to shrug your shoulders up. See if you can roll. Oh, there you go. How'd that happen? Right? It's because of the neural tension from the straight neck. But his neck mobility, if we can release some of this stuff, we know there's potential there. But you felt that difference, right, with the shrug? Yeah, big difference there. So same thing here. I'm just going to make sure that it's even. So once again, I go like this. I go like that, rotate your face, keep your head level, okay? And it's about the same here. Shrug your shoulders up. Oh, look at that, now he's passing. So we know that he has the potential to have really good neck rotation. This is a really important test for golfers. Why? Because neck rotation, limited neck rotation is what takes your head off the ball. So, and golfers are very motivated because they usually have a lot of money to spend and they're very concerned on their performance. So if you start showing, hey, I can do some postural shift things that can help you keep your head on the ball better, they're just like, here's my money, you know? So that step there, that test there was just like, I just used that modifier, shoulders are low. I said, you know, have them shrug their shoulders straight up and see if they can rotate further, right? So I could, there's a couple ways I can do this. I can lift his shoulder girdle up, or I can give him a curve in his neck. There's 2 ways. Sometimes multiple correctives can fix the same issue, okay? So now the next thing we do is head. And if that didn't work, there's other options. Sometimes retracting the shoulder blades helps. So there's a whole bunch of different things that could make a difference there. Now the next one is head protraction. Now for this one here, let me see what 3 of your finger widths is like. Let me just say, they're almost exactly the same as mine. Okay? So what I do here is I create a block on his chest, so he can't move his chest. If it's a female, I don't put my hand there, but I put their hand there. Do not make your chest move. I go 3 finger widths from the tip of the nose, and I say, see if you can stretch your neck forward and touch your nose to my palm. Then he did it there. Okay? So if you watch from the side, just go back normal. So he's like that. He's blocking his chest, 3 finger widths, and then go. Boom. He hits it easy. Now, that was not a problem for him there. Sometimes if people are already in very head forward posture, they can't go further forward and they can't budge. So when you get some of the aging population, they're already head forward, they're like, it's already as far forward as it goes, right? So those are the ones who are going to be failing most often there, and they need the neck made. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to test 3, so you got to pass there. Test 3 is neck retraction, okay? So what I do here is this. Similar to the other one, similar to the other one, you kind of like find the middle of the shoulder, you make a post, okay, like this. You could just say, look, I need you to take your chin straight back. I need your ear hole to get behind. And you see how his ear hole got behind my marker? He's able to retract well. Some people can't. Excellent. Excellent. So he's able to retract and just go the same thing on the other side. It's, yeah, very easy. But the idea there is I might say, just pretend like I have something stinky on a plate you want to get away from. There you go. And they kind of know the motion, right? Now, sometimes, once again, if somebody has head forward posture, that will be limited. Sometimes if it's really flat curves, they might not be able to do that. He was, though. He was pretty good. When people have a much straighter neck than he does, they can't do that at all. Their neck just doesn't go. So he passes on that one there. All right? Now the next one we go on to is neck extension. The key here is only move from the neck. Keep your mouth closed completely. That's a common cheat. Okay? And then this is almost like I want you to just be like stargazing, like you're looking up at the stars. I want to see if your face is generally, oh, he crushes it on this one here. Take a look at that. All of that? All right, hold on, sorry, I'm trying not to give you whiplash there. See that there? Crushed it. And I'm looking through his bite plane of his mouth. Okay? His bite plane of his mouth, you want it at least 70 degrees bite plane of the mouth, face parallel to ceiling. That looked excellent there. A lot of times people can't do that because of thoracic kyphosis. Okay, they can't bend back, or excess cervical curve, because they're already bent, their neck is bent so much, okay? So you can see, all right, he crushed those three, all right? Now we go on to this one here, neck flexion. Normally, it's motor vehicle accident people that can't do this one, and the reason is that when they have an experience of significant trauma, the bones expand, or kind of swell as an adaptation to the trauma, and it crowds out the space between the neck bones, so they actually can't bend them. They just have like a structurally stiffer neck because of a trauma. Okay, so I found that's just me speaking from experience, so who knows what you'll find in your experience, but I'm just letting you know. So, yeah?
No, I was just asking which direction.
That looks fine, yeah, whatever way you want. Okay, now all I'm going to get you to do, I'm going to get you to see if you can touch your chin right down there. Okay, he does it, no problem, and you get him to keep the mouth closed. Now, what will happen when you see this is kind of crazy. People will go to like, keep your mouth closed. People will go to there, and that'll be all it is. I'll be like, okay, 2 finger widths away, right? A lot of times that might be structural, okay? So I put here, it could be like age, past injury or trauma. So I'm telling you that to manage expectations. Like, hey, we're not necessarily going to be able to fix this. I just want to know, right? Sometimes it's an unstable AC joint, so people can't do it, and then I go like this, and now they can do it when I stabilize their AC joints. Okay, so you will see that sometimes as well. And then the last one is neck side bend. Now you're going to be eyeballing this, all right? So it's kind of like, you can see I gave you one line. If you imagine that through the middle of the face is 25 degrees, one line is 40 degrees. So with this one here, you want to make sure they don't tip the shoulders. Imagine you're between two panes of glass, tip your ear all the way down to this shoulder here, okay? So he's got very good mobility there, wouldn't you say? Excellent mobility there. Okay, good. Let's see the other side. Yeah, and you're really good there too. So he passes on both of those. Now sometimes, if people are, who's limited on this one? If you just do this right now. Andrea, you feel limited on it? Yeah. Do you want to pass your phone to Seema? She'll film and I'll get you up here for a second. You're limited on it? Okay, first of all, give Silva a big round of applause. All right, yeah, you come here, you come up here too. So these two are limited on it, so let me get you to bend your head to the left. Just no, that way there. Okay, so you can see that's very limited, right? That's as far as you can go, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now come back to the middle. Now, if I go like this, now bend your head to the left, see if it does any more. Feel the improvement there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's unstable AC joint, which we determined earlier with you. Now lay face up and see if you can bend more when you're laying face up on the ground.
Face up.
Yeah. So laying face up.
On your back. On your back. On
On
your back.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just see if you can side bend the neck more while you're laying on the ground.
That's all.
Yeah, that was wrong. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So what we're showing here is that there's some sort of an instability causing compensation that's limiting her neck mobility. I think it's AC joint. So I think with you, if we tighten up your AC joint on day 3, you'll probably get better neck mobility. We can retest it. But look how much better she is laying on the ground than upright. So it's not truly like structurally in the neck, anything that's limiting her. Give her a big round of applause. Let's see the same thing again. Let's see where you're limited here. Yeah, so you can see, this way you go a little bit better. If you go the other way, you can see it's kind of like tight there. Yeah. But try laying face up on the ground and just see if you notice a difference. Right? Yeah, look how much better that is on the ground. You all see the difference there? Yeah, so there's something going on with him as well. But we can see the opportunity for them to be better. Now, the other thing I do, let me get you to stand up. The other thing I might do with Isaac, okay, bend your head to the, which one was the tighter side? Okay, so do the tighter side. Yeah, so he does that. You could go through the modifiers. I could do pinch the AC joint, see if that makes any difference. Go. Probably not. Okay, we do shrug the shoulders up, see if that makes any difference. Go. Yeah, that's definitely making a difference. He might be wearing his shoulders a little low, right? Let's retract the shoulder blades together, see if that makes a difference. Nah, not really. Okay, so with him, it might be like, when we get into shoulder assessments with him, he might be wearing his shoulders a little bit low, that might be a factor. But these are the different things you can test out, just to see the potential for them to have mobility. So with him, and him, I'd say both of them might be able to benefit from doing some stuff to lift the shoulder girdle up, to get the better mobility and stuff like that. Okay? So we would score everybody out of 8. Now in Silvo's case, he got a 6 out of 8. Okay, he was failing on the neck rotation, he was passing everything else, but I'd say I have an idea on what we can do there, so to help you out there. But it's really motivating because everyone gets a score out of 8, and then you can improve it with them, and you rescore them, and they're like, thank you so much, I'm so happy to be working with you, okay? Give me a round of applause for metal in a certain part of the year, it can affect the energetic flow in the body. So I said, I don't know, but I would take that thing out and retest. So we took that thing out, and he went down from 4 to 0. Okay, so he had asymmetrical neck rotation from a metal piercing because the body is electric and it affects the electrical flow, and the electrical flow is what dictates muscle tension. Now, I wasn't going to teach that in this course. I was going to teach it in our advanced one when we eventually do it, but whatever, we had a good case here. So anyway, just keep an open mind. Sometimes metal on the body can do it.